Hello everyone, it's Sophie Tarot here. Welcome back to my channel and to another timeless pick a card reading. So I'm recording during the daytime today, so there will be some noises in the background of cars passing by and my mother cooking in the kitchen, so apologize in advance for that. So anyway, today's topic is going to be about will things get better and when. So this can apply to any situation where you feel stuck and maybe a little bit hopeless. So if you have been down in the dumps, or you are currently at rock bottom situation and you have tried everything in your power to change the situation, but you keep hitting the brick wall and you are wondering until when this is going to continue, then hopefully this pick a card reading can give you some answers, some guidance, and some assurance that things will eventually get better. Okay, so we have 3 piles here as usual. I'm sorry about the sound of the plane. I hope you can still hear me. So we have pile 1, 2, and 3 as usual. Pick the number or pick the pile that calls to your gut instinct. So follow your intuition when choosing the pile and don't overthink it, because usually when we overthink we end up choosing the pile that is not resonating with us. And if you still need some objects to choose, I do have some stickers right here. These are BTS sticker, and this sticker I got from the Earthbound Oracle. So just look at these stickers and choose which immediately calls to you. Okay, I'm not going to say just yet on which pile I will put them on. Okay, so okay, this one is for pile number 1, this one is for number 2, and this one for number 3. So originally I want to put them in different order, but I don't know, this is totally random, so we'll see if the sticker that you pick actually match the reading. So the timestamp will be in the description box and in the comment section as usual, and I will start with number 1. Hello pile number 1. So if you choose the first pile or this sticker of Jungkook from BTS Love Yourself album, this is going to be your reading on will things get better and why. So before we get to the direct answer, we will do a little bit of energy check-up. So these 2 cards right here, this is from the Earthbound Oracle and this is the Everyday Tarot. These 2 cards are going to describe your energy, your current energy, what is going on currently in your life, so that you can tell whether you have picked the right pile. Okay, so let's see what cards you got. So we have release, and we have the 3 of Wands. So this is very interesting because the 3 of Wands is usually a card of hope, of things finally moving, of manifestation finally showing results. The 3 of Wands is usually pictured in the traditional tarot as someone waiting for their ship to come. So they have made a decision. So maybe you have been torn between 2 choices or 2 life paths or 2 career paths, and it's like it has agonized you for a while to make a decision or to choose between these 2 choices, but eventually you will choose one that, I don't know, I feel like you actually know deep down which path you should choose or which choice you should go with. Because I think you are someone who very well knows what do you want, or maybe perhaps you have been confused because you actually know where your heart lies, what is your passion, where do you want to go, but it's like there are a lot of things to consider. There are a lot of things that hold you back from making that choice. And that's why we have the release card here. So if you see this card, it's almost like Yeah, look at that. It's almost like this flower is crying, and like its petals are open. So this is like a very raw and vulnerable state. It's like this flower has been like it has been raining, and there are lots of water contained within the flower, and it's like it bogs the flower down. And if it doesn't release the water by opening the petals, it's like the flower is going to, it's going to be drowned in the water inside it. So this water symbolizes emotion. So I think there have been some emotional bond that you need to release in order for you to begin a new chapter, and this is what pains you a lot. And I think the hard times that you are going through right now is the universe way to almost like to force you. I know that it sounds harsh, but it's almost like the universe is forcing you or pressuring you to let go of some emotional attachment that prevents you from spread out your wings and fly. Because if you want to fly, if you want to fly free, if you want to chase after your dreams and ambition, you cannot be held back by certain connection that just won't let you go. So if you have family members or close loved ones who don't support your dream, and it's like they want you to stay the same, it's like you have to release this connection. And that's why this feels like so bittersweet. And I think you are not those people who are down in the dumps. You just feel that way. You just feel heavy and feel sad because you know you have to make this choice eventually to grow, to reach your highest potential, to answer to your soul calling. But it's like you want to keep certain things with you, or certain connection that you know for sure will only hold you back or drag you down from really reaching your fullest potential. Because you see that there are mountains there, and this woman wants to take on those mountains. She wants to take on those challenges, but if she is being held down by all this emotional connection, then how can she climb the mountains? So I think the universe is like forcing your hand to let go, to release this emotional attachment. Maybe you are worried that the people that you love will not be okay if you go after your dreams. But this card is almost saying to you, just let go, everything will be fine. So maybe I think you are also those kind of people who are very self-sacrificing. It's like you always have been strong for other people. You never cry. You never let your vulnerability shows, because you feel like everybody depends on you. And this is like the universe I actually don't like to describe it as the universe sending you crap so that you cannot take it anymore and you finally will let out those emotions. Because I think if you have been those kind of people who always become everybody else's stronghold, you keep all your sadness, all your pain to yourself, and it's like it's going to rot within you, and it will change your personality, and the universe doesn't want that to happen. So it's like they are forcing you to be very honest about your feelings, to release the pain that you have been holding inside, so that other people will realize that you are also human. You are not a robot. You are not a superhero. And even superheroes cry. Even superheroes stumble. Like, remember when Thor let himself go in Avengers Endgame? It's like, he is a god, but he is not invincible. Like, people expect him to be like this invincible king, but he's just not that. He's just Thor. So, the universe is not punishing you. They just want you to release and let go of the things that hold you back. This emotional attachment and this need to be strong for other people. So that people will realize that you are only humans, and actually by you showing your true self, being honest with your feelings, being honest with what you have gone through, and being honest with who you really are and where you actually want to go, your dreams, your hopes, your desires. It's like, if you let it all out and you being candid and frank about everything that pains you, actually maybe things will become a lot better, because the people around you will finally realize that you are just human, that they have inadvertently or deliberately caused you pain. And if you kind of explode or let out your emotion or frustration and let them know that you are also human and you have your own purpose, you have your own calling, you have your own desire, that you need to choose yourself in order to be happy, and that you have been so unhappy all this time because you have had to hold yourself back from going after your dreams for the people you love. It's going to change things for the better, because the people around you will see how they have seen you in the wrong light. They have burdened you even though they maybe never meant it. And if you let go, if you cry, if you break down, and if you say to them and come forward and say, this is actually what I want, I'm not happy here. It's like, if they really love you, they will understand, and it will lift that burden, heavy burden from your heart. But if they don't really love you and they just want you for themselves, then you will know that these people don't worth your time, your tears, your energy. So this is like kind of the universe is probably purposefully sending trials after trials after trials, so that you will finally break down and open up about yourself, being vulnerable. And it is going to be a way to filter out the people who don't care for you, the people that you have given everything to, but it's like they don't care about what you want and what would make you really happy. So if you break down from all this pressure on life, if you cannot take it anymore and finally you explode, like explode in crying or something, it's actually cleansing, and it's going to let you know who are your people and who are not. Who are the people who really love you and stand by your side no matter what, and who are the people who only egoistically want you for themselves. So this is actually a blessing in disguise. It's the universe way of filtering people out of your life that will hold you back from pursuing your desire. So it's like the universe is squeezing your tear ducts so that the environment around you will respond to you in such a way that you will know whether to stay for them or whether you have to walk away, because apparently they don't really appreciate you as you thought. Okay, let me charge my battery because it's at 15% now. Hang on. Okay, so now let's see when things will actually get better. So we have a definite time frame here within the next few months. So, oh, interesting. So this lady right here is looking towards this card, and this card looks like a golden path towards abundance. Like all these goals can only mean one thing, which is abundance. I think there is a career path that you want to pursue, but it's like because you are like this flower that needs to protect everyone in your household, you cannot pursue that dream. You cannot pursue this path. And within the next few months, the universe is going to bring you what you have been wishing for, what you have been praying for. But it's like you cannot take this path if you are still emotionally attached to these people. So they want you to lighten your load. Yeah, lighten your load by filtering the people who don't really care for your happiness or well-being. And that can only be achieved by you finally not being able to hold back your emotion anymore. Decide to be honest about who you are, what you are feeling, what pains you, and what will make you happy. And you will know who are the people who really love you and who are just being selfish. And it's like that will lighten your load. Like if you have been taking care of these many people and half of them are people who just want to suck your energy, then this release, this sadness that you will let out will show you those people who don't really care for you, and you can release them from your life so that your burden will be much lighter and you can take on new adventures. So yeah, I think that's all about it. I mean, we already have a definite time frame here. So what else should I because I'm used to spending 30 minutes in each pile, but I think it's already clear here. So when things will get better, or what is this opportunity? I think it's a job opportunity. I really don't think we should clarify this further, but anyway, let's pull you one last message. For pile number 1, please. What's going to come into their life? Forgive and forget. A ritual cleansing. Yeah, this is all about cleansing your emotion of pain and lies. Arise and awaken, see a new sunrise. So for some of you, you are still hung up on some people who you truly love but who have betrayed you. And your emotional attachment to those people cripple you. And it's like you have to release them, acknowledge that you are better off without them if they treat you that way, and you have to pursue your own happiness. We also have freedom flows. Yeah, you have been like this strong fortress for everybody. You close yourself in to protect everybody in your family or in your circle, but unfortunately it also keeps you from going after what you want. It's holding you back. It imprisons you. Freedom flows. Don't hold yourself back from worldly freedom. Dream grand things for divine sacred reason. This is another thing that that caused the universe to put you through this period of great anguish, because they form you, they create you since your birth to achieve grand things for sacred reason. Like you are meant to inspire so many people and shine your light. It's like you are meant to be this beacon of light for many people who need inspiration, who need someone to teach them and to guide them and to look up to. Yeah, it's like you will become like this superhero figure, and you are born for that, and you are meant for that, and you want to be that. But because of these emotional attachments, you have to hold back from your pursuing your dreams for quite a while, and it's now time to let it go but you didn't want to, or you don't want to. That's why the universe has to force your hand to finally release this overload of emotional attachment, which are not always good for you. Like, there are people who love you and who will be really happy, or at least they will be sad, but they will also understand that you have to walk this path. Those are the people you should keep. And there are people who will like shit on you if you come forward about who you are and what you want to achieve. And these are the people that you should release, forgive and forget, in order for you to walk to freedom. So yeah, that's about it, pile number 1. It's pretty straightforward. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, click like, subscribe to my channel, check out the description box below for how to book personal reading. And I do offer mini readings at affordable price, so check that out as well. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, what's up, pile number 2. So if you choose the second pile, or this cute sticker right here, I love the skulls, then this is going to be your reading on will things get better for you and when. So these 2 cards right here will describe your energy, and it will tell you whether you have picked the right pile. Okay, so what is happening in your life right now? Wow, we have toxic. So this can be a toxic environment that you are in, or some toxic behavior or beliefs that you subscribe to because of how you have been brought up. And we have the King of Cups. So I think I need a clarifier for the King of Cups. So what I'm getting from the King of Cups is that they are not affected by the emotions around them. It's like they understand, they sympathize, they empathize, because like he's the King of Cups, but he is far more cool-headed than the Queen, the Knight, the Page of Cups. It's like he understands human emotion, and the shadow side of the King of Cups is actually how they can manipulate other people's emotion with their words, because they understand our weakness, they understand our emotion, and they know what will make us feel guilty, they know what will make us feel bad about doing something that is actually not good for us. I mean, they can make you feel bad for not doing things that actually we know are not good for us. Oops. So I don't know if this King of Cups is a toxic figure in your life. Maybe some of you will resonate with this, and so this is your pile. So maybe there is a King of Cups in your life who knows how to talk sweet and make you do things that actually you don't like. So please clarify the toxic card, Spirit, for pile number 2. Their energy. What is toxic in their life? Wow, the Tower and the Hangman. And at the bottom we have the 8 of Cups. Yeah, walking away. I sense that there is a similarity here with pile number 1. So if you have been torn between this pile and pile number 1, you may want to check pile number 1. I think you know that you are holding on to something that is not good for you. The question is whether this is this King of Cups who is toxic, or whether this is the toxic figure in your life, or whether this is your own toxic mindset. It's like you hanging on very tightly on a behavior, a routine, or a mindset that doesn't serve your highest good. Such as being negative all the time, or thinking that you are doomed. It's like some people are just all doom and gloom, and it's like the universe needs to kind of send them a shock to make them see the brighter side of life, or silver lining. So this can go both ways. Either this person is a toxic person in your life that you need to cut off, and it's like the universe is currently trying to cut you off from this person, or you feel like this person, like you already know this person, you already see that this person is not as good as they look. Like if you see that, if you probably have started to see them in a different light. And if you see this King of Cups from the Hangman perspective, they are reversed. And the reverse King of Cups is a very toxic, manipulative person. So maybe recently the universe allow you to have some tower or shocking moment in which you realize that this person is actually not good for you, that they have been manipulating you. It's like the universe sends this tower moment recently to make you see this person in their true colors, because you always see them as a good person, but actually it's not true. It's like they have been manipulating you, but in such a way that you don't realize it, because maybe they use sweet words, or they use like they show you very kind attitude, showing as if they care, but actually they want to manipulate you to do their biddings. Or this can also be your own toxic behavior. Like if you have always seen things as being doom and gloom, it's like maybe recently there has been something that shocked you to the core and make you ponder on your own behavior. And if that is the case, then you should be more like this King of Cups, like not getting swayed to and fro with your emotion, because our emotion is up and down. Sometimes we feel gloom, sometimes we feel like we are on top of the world, and maybe you have been unstable in your emotion. Maybe you have been always negative and pessimistic about everything. Then the universe have to send you some shocking event so that you will see that being doom and gloom, being all pessimistic, being a Debbie Downer doesn't help things. And you should be more like this King of Cups upright, who is someone that acknowledge their emotion, but they don't let their decision or their action or their day-to-day activities to be affected by how they feel. Like if you are those kind of people who always have the long face, and it's like you work, you do your job with that long face, then it's going to affect your performance in your job, right? So this King of Cups is the type of people who probably, even if they feel like things are not going their way, they also know that things are temporary and things can still change. So they don't let their doubts, their negative feelings stop them from doing what they must do, which is to lift people up, or to do your work, or to perform well. It's like this King of Cups will not let those up and downs of emotion, or the feeling, the nagging feeling that things never go right, to stop them from doing what they must do. So yeah, this can go both ways. So let's see who is this King of Cups. or what it represents. So please clarify this King of Cups. What or who is this King of Cups? Is it a behavior that pile number 2 must emulate, or is it... Oh yeah, for some of you, this is your own toxic behavior that make you feel bad all the time. It's like trigger warning. You are probably those people who always focus on the spilled milk or focus on glass half empty, when actually you have things that are far more valuable than what you have lost, like a genuine connection with one other person, or a genuine connection with yourself or self-love, but you don't pay attention to the good things, you only focus on the bad things. So for some of you, this is your own toxic behavior. You always see things in a negative light. So it's like the universe is sending you, maybe they have had enough of you, and it's like they send you some tower moments so that you can see that you have caused this upon yourself. Like, I don't know, maybe because of your behavior, it's like you piss off some people at work, or you or it affects your performance negatively, and so you start to think, what is wrong with me? Maybe I am too pessimistic, too negative thinking. Yeah, so for some of you it's that, and for others of you it's someone who manipulates you. So yeah, it depends. Take what resonates, okay? So when will these things end? When will this madness end? It's up to you. Yeah. So for some of you, it's up to you whether you want to stay in this Five of Cups energy, always feeling sad, even though, like, sometimes Tower moment is meant to relieve us from a burden or from a relationship that is actually toxic or not good for you. So it's up to you how you feel about it. It will affect your life significantly. Like, if you start to see silver linings, if you don't stop yourself from joy and from enjoying life, you will be surprised of the result. It's like if you have always been a Debbie Downer, and then suddenly there is some shocking surprise that make you feel like, oh, actually there are a lot of good things in life, and it's like I messed them up by being negative all the time. And you start to change, you choose to change your behavior, then that's how all these things will end. It starts from you. So it's up to you whether you want to make the situation worse than it actually is by being a Debbie Downer, or whether you choose to see the opportunities among the difficulties, or whether you choose to see the blessing in disguise. So I'm not promoting toxic positivity, okay? I'm not saying that you shouldn't be sad, you should be happy all the time, but just be realistic, like not overly pessimistic, not overly optimistic. That is what the King of Cups in upright position is about. It's like, yes, they know things sucks, or yes, this is a very happy occurrence, but it's like they are not overly reactive to it. Yeah? No need to worry. Okay. So, whether this toxicity is from someone else or from yourself, but I think with no need to worry, this is more about you. About you always seeing or always predicting or expecting worst case scenario. So that's what you attract. Like, if you are sad all the time, then the people around you will be affected, the environment, the energy around you will be affected, and it's like you are inviting tower moment after tower moment until one day you realize you have brought this upon yourself. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So actually there's nothing to worry here. And even if this tower moment ended your relationship or end some relationship for you, it's for your own good, because maybe these people are toxic, are the toxic ones. So yeah, either way, whether this toxicity is in you or it's from your environment, like this tower moment is intended this to force you to see things as it is, not more, not less, and change your attitude and your point of view, and that will make things a lot better. So it depends on when you are going to do it. Yeah, see, a time for healing. So yeah, for most of you, this is your own hurt, your own wounds. For I think some of you are very defensive person, like easily triggered, because there is something that needs healing, something that happened in your childhood that makes you always feel defensive, even though other people don't really mean to attack you, but it's like you see them as enemies. And yeah, over time it becomes a toxic behavior. And because you always consider other people or things as enemies or always negative, you only invite more negative things into your life. A new start is coming in reverse. So actually the universe has a lot to give you, but they have to force you to get rid of this negativity first. Yeah. So what needs healing? Oh no, I'm going to ask what this is up to you all about. What is up to pile number 2, Spirit? What is up to pile number 2? Please clarify. It's up to you. What is up to pile number 2 to decide? Justice, yeah. I'm not going to take but I'll just show you. Yeah, this can be you, this can be the other person. It's like you have always been defensive, always want to have the last say, or maybe those people around you always want to have the last say. But with this Justice card, it's like you have to achieve that balance and harmony within yourself and see things as they are. I think you have been like too affected by your negative emotion that are triggered from the wounds in your childhood, that you don't see things as they are. You don't see things clearly. You don't see things in a logical way. Okay? So it's up to you whether you want to let that that scale always sway to the negative, or whether you want to see things as it is and actually make you feel a lot better, because things are never like yeah, I mean, I know that there are lots of people who are like really at rock bottom, but I don't think that if you can watch YouTube, then you are not among those people who have it like really, really bad. So take stock of the situation, try to look at it from a different vantage point, because there is more than what you see. Like, yeah, it's like whether you see a glass half full or half empty, both are right. Both are right. Okay? So not being overly optimistic or pessimistic about something. What needs to be healed? What needs to be healed? Temperance, yeah. Some of you are impatient. Some of you don't believe in the higher power. Some of you are probably like, okay, I don't want to call out atheists here, but it's like some of you have lost your faith, and you think that everything has to be achieved through hard work, and it's like you see this world as a harsh place where people have to, it's like you see this world as a place where survival is everything. And because you think that way, you never ask for help, you never pray, and well, you basically fulfill your own prophecy. Maybe this temperance in reverse is also means that you have been raised by parents who think that way, who think that the world is a harsh place, and so they treat you harshly so that you can survive in a harsh place, when actually you are a more tender-hearted person. And so that is a toxic belief passed through generations. Three of Cups in reverse. You think of everyone as evil or having ulterior motives. Yeah, I think this is more about your inner landscape. Yeah, see that healing. Or maybe this King of Swords is like, okay, there is another scenario. So maybe you have been hurt or manipulated by this King of, not King of Swords, King of Cups. It's like they manipulate you, they use you, they squeeze you dry, they cause you to have this Tower moment where when you need them, they run away. They make you feel as if it was your fault. And so you keep regretting the past, but actually you have to be fair with yourself. Like, this is the person who makes you feel like shit. It's just that they are very clever in making you believe that you are the cause of the breakup or you are the wrong one. So that's another scenario. So if this is not a toxic trait that your parents pass on to you and affected your life and make you keep attracting negative things because of your view of the world as a place where you can never feel safe, then this is like someone who hurt you and make you feel as if you are the toxic one, you are the cause of this breakup, you are the one who messed up. And so you kind of pull yourself out from people. It's like you isolate yourself because you feel like you are not worthy of love. So there are multiple scenarios right here. What is a new start is coming? Yeah, you have to really ponder about it. Whatever scenario applies to you, it's like you have to heal yourself of that self-defeating mindset, period. Yeah, self-defeating mindset. Okay, so yeah, the devil, see? You are either attached to a belief that is toxic, that is passed on to you by your family, or somebody manipulate you, like pulling all the, it's like they play you like a puppet, and it's like there is going to be a Tower moment that will make you realize that this person actually have manipulated you to think that you are the wrong one, the one to blame. So I'm just going to pull one last card to ask the universe about when this is going to end. I think this is going to be a process because we have a time for healing. It's up to you and no need to worry. So how to end this? It depends on how long it takes for you to realize what is the cause of this toxic behavior, or what is the cause of this toxic attitude or point of view. Okay. So I think I'm going to pull a tarot to see how the universe will help you in this. What help will you, Spirit, please tell pile number 2, what help will they receive to get out of this toxicity? What help will you send pile number 2? 2. Okay, there is one Knight of Pentacles that will, oh my god. The Hermit and Knight of Pentacles are the card of Virgo. So, there is a Virgo person who will come into your life, or maybe they are already in your life, who have been advising you about this situation, but it's like you never want to hear them. Or this is like, it's like the universe probably have slowed you down so that you can take care of this this wound or this toxicity that you have to heal. King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So this is the King of Truth, of blunt truth and honesty. So this may be another person who will tell you as it is, and you better listen to them. Queen of Pentacles. I think the universe, I think this Knight of Pentacles is also maybe an opportunity that will ease your worries for a bit. Yeah, you will rise up. Like, it's not going to be so. Please give us please clarify the Knight of Pentacles again. Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles again. Like, how will the universe help pile number 2 in resolving this? Oh, the Wheel. Okay. Yeah, they are going to give you a job opportunity or a message about abundance that will make you feel better. Oh, okay. So I think something that you have been doing, maybe in your career, or maybe you have been applying for a new job, it's like it's going to be rewarded. It's like luck will come to your side, and then you will realize that you are actually not as bad as this person makes you believe, or as your point of view make you believe. It's like the universe, after that Tower moment, that will force you to look at things in a different light, in a more balanced and fair and honest light. It's like they will send you something, a gift. I think this is a new job or a new abundance, and it will make you feel better about yourself, and you will realize, oh, that actually the world is, yeah, no need to worry. There is going to be some luck coming to your side, and it's like it's going to open your eyes to see that, hey, the world is actually not that bad of a place. Someone is coming towards you in love. Somebody new. Knight of Cups. Okay, so please give us a time estimate, Spirit. Please give us a time estimate. If you are wondering when you can be in a relationship again, it will have to wait until you are really out of this toxic mindset or toxic environment. So give us an estimate of time as to when this will end. Oh, this Queen of Pentacles again. So yeah, this is going to be your big break, and it's like it's going to put an end to your misery, basically. It's like the universe make some things happen in your life so that you will realize what wounds, what belief, what negativity you need to cut out from your life. But they are also going to send you blessing so that you can transition to the next chapter easier. Okay, so just one last card from the Divine Doors Oracle. When this is going to end, please give us a reassuring message. Spirit, please give pile number 2 a reassuring message. Please give pile number 2 a reassuring message, a hopeful message. For pile number 2, a hopeful, reassuring message. The Sacred Lotus, compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. So somebody is going to offer you something. They will say that you are smart, you are beautiful, you are talented, and you will feel for the first time that you are being seen. I see now the lotus in your spirit jewel. Someone will finally value you as you should be valued. Compassion in action. Yeah, this is the help from the universe. They will send you message, people, abundance, or a door to abundance. Can we get one more? Just one more card for pile number 2 to reassure and comfort them as to when this will end. There is no more message, I think. Oh, secret sketches. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories in sketches for others to find. Yeah. So if you have been pulling yourself back from, or not seeing your friends because you feel ashamed about yourself, because of this negative mindset people put in your mind, you have isolated yourself from your friends who are really actually care for you, or you have cut yourself from the whole world because you think that the world is a harsh place because of this toxic mindset that your parents probably plan in you. It's like you are being encouraged to reconnect with the world and see that I think this is how you will get this abundance. It's like you will probably decide to reconnect with friends, and it's like they will help you get this opportunity somehow. Or maybe a friend will reach out to you and they will give you this job opening or this opportunity for abundance, and it's like it's going to make you realize that people are not always bad. Draw memories in sketches for others to find. I think this is saying that you should remember the good things or the beautiful memories from the past. The universe will give you some time to pause and to remember the good things in your life, like your friends whom you have not seen for a while, or probably you have cut yourself off these friends because you tend to believe this manipulative figure in your life. It's like you will remember them and you will remember, oh yeah, I have such good friends but I have never listened to them, or I have such good friends in my life but it's like my negativity, it's like kind of you push them away with your negativity, and you will realize how valuable they are. And it's like those memories will help you get back into the world with a more positive, renewed mindset and with more appreciation towards how the beauty inside you. So you will be feeling better about yourself. You will be feeling better about the world once you remember all the good things that have happened in your life. So that's for you, pile number 2. I hope this resonates. I hope this multiple message help. If you feel like this is your reading, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, check out the description box below for how to book personal reading. I offer mini readings at affordable price, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, pile number 2, I have an additional message for you. So when I was editing your videos and pile number 1's video, I realized that from looking at the cards in the spread, there may be another possible situation or scenario that you may be in that I have not addressed. And as I look at the cards, it may fit the situation. So I have been too focused on this toxicity as the toxicity of your environment or a toxic behavior from yourself that you inherit from the way you were brought up. But I forgot to consider toxic habit that probably is born from grief or loss. like a toxic coping mechanism to deal with a loss in your life, as represented by the Five of Cups right here. So this Five of Cups, as you probably have seen in the video that I have recorded for you, it clarifies the King of Cups. And the King of Cups, as I have said, is someone who is very emotionally mature. They don't let their own emotion affect what they want to do, affect how they are functioning. And maybe because you are this King of Swords who is not easily swayed by your emotion, you become someone in your family or your environment to whom people go when they have problems or when they are dealing with issues. So this does not have to be a loss due to a death of a family member, though it is a possibility as well. This may also be grief from heartbroken people around you. And these people rely on you to babysit them or to make them feel better. It's like they dump their emotional baggage on you. And you are such a kind and empathetic person, which is like can be a shadow side of the King of Cups, that you never reject their help. It's like everybody around you are wailing and complaining and crying because of some catastrophe. Like maybe for some of you it's a real catastrophe. It's like something devastating happening to your family. If that is the case, I am really sorry to hear that. And I think everybody around you is having a hard time. And because you are the person who is like emotionally mature and reliable, it's like they depend on you to work things out, to take care of everything, including their grief. And because you are the King of Cups who always keep everything in, and it's like you never really express your emotion, but it's like you keep your own pain inside, you become overloaded at some point with all these emotions, all this chaos you have to deal with, and you take it out with unhealthy coping mechanism, such as maybe drinking more, or taking more sedative or antidepressants. Like I read in an article that when people are going through the 5 stages of grief, when they are in denial, they tend to consume alcohol and drugs more to make them numb. So I think you want to keep functioning. It's like, or almost like you feel like you have to function for these people who rely or who depend on you, and therefore you resort to this unhealthy coping mechanism. It doesn't have to be drug or alcohol. It can also be overworking. Like you become such a workaholic so that you won't feel. You set aside your own grief, you set aside your own sadness and pain so that you can function for these people. Like I have had my share in that as well. So this Tower moment and this Hangman, I don't know what these are like in this particular situation, if this one is the one that resonates with you, but these are probably the event that make you realize that you cannot take care of other people unless you take care of yourself first, unless you deal with your emotion first. So maybe there have been trials upon trials, so maybe your family or you or other people lost someone, and then you try to be strong for these people, but it's being detrimental to yourself because you try to numb yourself with work, with substances, and then someday something happened in your life that makes you unavailable for these people anymore. Like, I don't know, maybe you got sick, or maybe you become incapacitated emotionally for some reason. And then during those times, it's like the universe is forcing you to rest, pause, and see how you have been neglecting your own healing process. It's like you almost have no time to grieve yourself because you have to take care of other people who are grieving and who emotionally are not capable to deal with their own grief. Sometimes these people actually still have support, emotional support, but still they look up to you, or they expect you to babysit them, for lack of better word. I'm not saying that we should not process grief. I'm just saying that in order to process grief, we have to also be aware of to what extent that grief, that emotional pain can drain the energy of the people around us. So I think you have been quite drained, pile number 2, because of the toxic coping mechanism, or because of the toxic environment in which people come towards you to dump their problems at you. Because of your patient, understanding personality, they feel so comfortable around you until they realize that you cannot go on becoming their stronghold, becoming their fortress, because it will make you sick. It will kind of ruin your life. It's like at one point you will break down because you take care of problems of other people. And this hangman is like a realization that you have actually not helping these people, because these people keep dumping their stress at you and they refuse to deal with the grief, with the loss themselves. They refuse to work on themselves and their grief. Like I said, this doesn't have to be like actual loss. It can also be like love situation in which you are always there for everybody, but you never take care of yourself, and that is in itself is toxic. So if you don't resonate with what I said previously about this pile, then maybe this is another possibility that you are experiencing. This is like the vicious cycle that you wish, that you hope desperately can end soon, because you cannot take it anymore. And it's like this tower moment make you realize that you have to stop being the other people's babysitter. As for when this will end, how it will end, or even will it end, this, it's up to you, makes sense. Like after you realize the problem, will you still cater to these people, or will you start your own journey to healing? And this Justice card, this is what you have to understand, that sometimes we have to realize, we have to see the situation as it is, judge it objectively. Like if these people grieve over the loss of or a breakup or something, and it's like, you know, it's their own problem, it's their own fault, it's like, why you are the one who has to comfort them? So you have to be very assertive in this. You have to be fair to yourself, and you have to look at the situation fairly, honestly. Justice is all about balance, honesty, fairness. Is this whole situation fair? It's like the universe is waiting for you to realize that. Once you realize that, you hopefully will stop being this psychiatrist or psychologist for these people, and you will start taking care of your own issue. And it's not saying you shouldn't care for these people, but it's like leave their own problems for them to solve themselves. Like there has to be a boundary there, and this is why this Justice card holds up a sword. It's like it's protecting fairness. So your scale may be imbalanced right now because you care for other people more than yourself. So if you feel drawn to pile number 1, you have to check that out as well, because there is some similarities I find here with pile number 1. With the no need to worry card, this is saying that your loved ones, the people you care about, will be fine. They will be fine. So you don't have to be there for them 24 hours, and you don't have to withhold your own emotion, your own pain, in order to be strong for them. Now let's take a look at this Temperance card and this Three of Cups. I forgot for what question I drew these 2 cards for, but I remember explaining this as you feeling that this world is a negative, harsh world. It's like you look at the world negatively, and you don't want to rely on anyone or ask for help. I think it's almost the same here. It's like you have always been that stoic person who doesn't like to ask for help, and that you believe that you can take care of your family's problem or everybody else's problem on your own. And Temperance is all about moderation. So if it's in reverse, it means that you have exceed moderation in taking care of other people. Like you give them more of your time than you should. It's not moderation. And it's like you lose your balance because you give too much to other people and you don't nourish yourself. Temperance is all about knowing when to step forward and take care of other people, and when to recharge. And you have been neglecting that. And with this Three of Cups, this is the in reverse. This is a card of codependency. So maybe you are afraid that these people will look badly at you if you ignore their pleas. But in fact, they are energy vampires. Or maybe they are just too much in grief that they don't care how you feel. They only know they feel so bad, and they clung into you for everything. And you know what? This reminds me of the Dracula, the three vampires that the Dracula keep. The 3 vampire women. Yeah, this is like something like that. Energy vampire. So the reason why you cannot move on, I think you want to end this situation and move to a new start in your life and just be done with this all. But you cannot do that if your own healing from grief, or if you hold your own healing process for other people, or if you keep prioritizing over other people over yourself, and you don't have time for emotional recharge or spiritual recharge. It's like there is if you have been wondering why situation hasn't changed, it's because you need to reverse this situation first and give yourself time to heal, to grieve, to basically time to care and mother yourself, period. So that you will have the energy to change this new start in reverse to upright position to start a new chapter. As for how the universe is going to help you, it's like I said in the previous video, they will make you realize, like there may be a Virgo figure who will come into your aid, but this hermit mode is like for you to find out who you are supposed to be, which is definitely not this. To find your will to live again, to find your inner light, and to return back to life. And the universe will assist you by offering you new opportunities. There will be a job opportunity perhaps coming, and it will involve maybe some traveling or relocation to separate you from this toxic environment. But it's up to you whether you will take it or not, because this Queen of Pentacles is below the Hermit. So maybe you feel hesitant to take this opportunity because you fear for these people who have been depending on you, like what will they do if I'm not around? But this is your time to shine. So how will this vicious cycle end? It starts with you coming into realization that you need to live your own life. These people, you have done everything you can for them. It's now time for them to learn to heal on their own. And yeah, it's your time. It's your time to go after your own soul purpose. Yeah, so there is nothing to worry about. You have to stand tall, speak your truth, say to these people, I have given more than my fair share of help to you guys, but I have to live my own life so that I will not crumble. And I think this tower moment happened so that you will realize that. You will realize how toxic the situation is and how toxic you have become, because you have to deal with these people. So you numb yourself. Allow yourself to feel, to cry, to feel angry, and then accept your own grief. Allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself to lick your wounds and heal, and then move on. Okay? So yeah, that's the additional message. Another 20 minutes for you guys. But I need to say this for people who probably find the first message not resonating, okay? So thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello everybody who have chosen pile number 3 or this BTS sticker. This will have nothing to do with the reading. It's just a random sticker that I placed to help you choose the piles. But maybe it will have something to do with it. Who knows? Anyway, this reading will be about will things get better for you and when. So before we get into the answer, we will do some energy check first. So these cards will describe your current situation. Therefore, you will know whether you have picked the right pile. Okay. We have resistance. Ooh. So, alright, let's open the other cards first. We have 10 of Wands. Yeah, definitely resistance. 10 of Cups. And actually there is another card that didn't quite flip when I shuffled your card. But I feel like it is connected with this. I'm just going to show you the card, and it's 9 of Cups, but it's in reverse. So we are going to put this here. Right. What I get from you is that you are very stubborn. This resistance is like a rock and a plant or some kind of island that it's like it just won't budge. No matter how forceful the waves that hit this rock. And it's like, it's almost like looking at someone stomping their feet and saying, I will make this happen. And this is the 10 of Wands. It's like the one dream, the one that once become your inspiration has become a burden because you take up too much. And this can be because, it may be because you are the breadwinner in your family. You want your family to feel safe, secure. But it may, I think it's more likely that you want to achieve this picket fence dream, that you kind of forcing yourself to work very hard towards achieving this dream. And it makes you unable to enjoy the process. Like something that was once enjoyable to you has become a burden. So this is perhaps a passion of yours that you want to turn into a full-time career. Or maybe you have a certain vision that you will only be happy if you get all these. You can fill in the blanks. If I have moved to another country, or if I have gotten my dream job, or if I have, I don't know, whatever, meet your soulmate, whatever. But it's like you are so fixated on this dream that you get burnout. It's like your eyes are on the prize. But the thing about life is that you have to learn to enjoy the journey, because when you are relaxed, you enjoy the journey, like the tortoise and the hare, you will get to your destination faster actually, because the tortoise and the hare is like moving very fast, but then he got tired and he slept, and the turtle slowly walking past him and got to the finish line first. So I think the thing is that you will get there faster, or at least the journey will feel faster. The time will feel like it flies faster when you have a good time. And if you enjoy every moment, it's like all of your time in this life will be like one big happy journey, instead of you burning out yourself to achieve this kind of a certain goal or finish line. Because after you got to the finish line, then it's like you will be too tired to enjoy it. It's like, I have mentioned this movie 1,000 times. I hope you are not sick of it. But in Turning Red, Pixar movie, when Maylin and her friends collect money by hustling Maylin's red panda, so that they can afford to buy tickets for their favorite band's concert. It's like Maylin was being too hard on herself. She forced her friends to work fast to create merchandise to sell, and it's like she blamed herself for not charging some merchandise higher. And it's like her friend Miriam said, "Hey, relax, it's in the bag." It's like you have done everything you can. There's nothing left for you to do, because this is the 10 of Wands. It's like you have done everything to the point that you suffer from burnout. So just relax and let the rest come naturally. And so Miriam told Maylin that what is the point of you collecting money for the concert if in the end you become too tired to enjoy it? So I think that is the case with you. So again, this is like a self-inflict suffering, because with the waves here, you are probably trying to achieve a big dream of sort, and you go against the grain. But the thing is that the universe has a lot of plans for you. It's like you are too fixated on one dream, you don't want to consider other possibilities. And actually it will be much easier for you, and you will be more enjoyable if you let your life be a surprise. Now, I'm not saying that you are not supposed to work hard, that you can laze around and do nothing. No, it's okay to work towards your goal, and actually that goal motivates you. But when you overwork, when you have no healthy work and life balance, it's like it actually affects your manifestation. It will slow it down, because you will have to, it's like you do a lot of things and then stop for a long time, because you will run out of energy before you start again. And I have to say that I am to blame for this as well. Like, I will record videos, like I used to record videos like almost every night, and then I got burnt out and I didn't record anything for days. It would be easier for me if I just do, like, alternate between maybe doing big readings and small readings, or even doing just shorts, and like not forcing myself to perform every time. So yeah, your Ace of Wands, your inspiration, has turned into a burden because you don't take time to enjoy the process of creation itself. You become too fixated on the result that you want to achieve, that the creation itself becomes less and less meaningful to you. Like, it just becomes a tool to achieve something else, and not a passion that makes you feel happy every day to do it without pressure. So let's see, when will this end, or even whether this will end. But I believe that all heart cycles will come to an end, and if needed be, the universe will have to interfere. I guess this BTS sticker is quite appropriate apparently, because you know that BTS is like on a break, because they have been like touring, album tour, like Brian May said in Bohemian Rhapsody movie. And they have, it's like every member, they are part of a group, but they also are unique individuals, and they need time off to do what they love, to slow down, appreciate life, and doing their respective hobbies, or achieving their own individual dreams. And actually, if you think about it, if a group of people or friends or families are in the same place all the time, meeting every day, like spending time, most of their time with each other every day, there will be more fights and quarrels. But if you have your own friends, like if you are a couple, you have your own friends, you have your own hobbies, and it's like you divide time between your spouse and your families and your hobbies, it will become more harmonious, because you give the right portion of your time and energy to each aspect of your life. So this is what you have to learn. So we have peaceful resolution, and again, there was a card that came up before this one flipped, but it's like it fell sideways, and I don't like it when card fell sideways when I shuffle. I mean, it doesn't feel like a confirmation for me from the spirit, so I didn't take the card, but maybe it can shed some light into the situation. And the card is choose a new direction. So this is about creating harmony within yourself, or if you are trying to if you have been doing this for somebody else, like your family, your spouse, like if you have been trying to achieve the American dream or something, you probably have fears that maybe you already know that you are on the verge of burnout and that you cannot go on like this and that you should rest, but it's like you cannot stop because maybe you are so close to the finish line, and it's like you are afraid you will disappoint yourself and people you have promised this dream to. But this is saying that, like, this card feels like balance, harmony, and it's like everything will be fine. Everything will go according to plan. Peaceful resolution. And we have choose a new direction. I think this means that you should do something new. Not something new, but it's like you should change your routine, doing the opposite of what you usually do. Like if you usually work from morning to night, then maybe take some time off, do your other hobbies, lift your focus from this for a while, so that you will feel more rested, more peaceful, and you actually can get more energy to complete this goal. Yeah, we do have you are good enough, full moon in Virgo, so you know that Virgo is very well known as a sign that desires perfection, paying attention to details, and it's like they are very hard on themselves. So maybe you are not a Virgo, but it's like you are feeling like your efforts are never enough. And the more you feel like that, the less you enjoy the work because you feel like this is not good enough. The more it drains your energy, and actually the farther you get from the goal. So yeah, this is paradoxical, but that's how things work. Like if you enjoy yourself, not pushing yourself to achieve perfection, you actually enjoy the process more and you will achieve better than you expect. We also have shown the real you. So if you have some quirkiness or maybe quote-unquote flaws in the way you do things, just let them be. Like, it's part of your personality. If someone has uneven teeth, sometimes it actually adds to their attractiveness. It's part of their appeal, physical appeal. Because what is imperfect often makes things actually alluring or cute. I'm going to give an example here. There is this singer I used to like, a male singer, and he used to look like a nerd, and they kind of glow him up for this talent competition, and he becomes very attractive, and I like it, even though they leave out some imperfection in his face, like his uneven front teeth, and actually that is part of why he looks cute. But then he underwent some plastic surgery to fix the teeth so that the teeth becomes very straight and to me looks a little bit too big, and it's like, oh my god, you look better actually without that plastic surgery. I mean, this is just my opinion, but sometimes the little imperfection actually make your product, your whatever creative works you throw out there, even more endearing. So don't strive for perfection. It's a killjoy, and perfection is a surefire way to kill inspiration. Like if you are a writer and you are too concerned about what people want to read, what people expect a good writer, how a good writer should write, it's like you will never write because your mind is filled with worries. The inspiration will not come out. Like you just have to let the inspiration flow and edit it as minimally as possible, because inspiration comes from the spirit and it's in that form for that reason. Same like people create, not people create, God creates everybody differently, like with body shapes or physical appearance that maybe are less than ideal in the eyes of the public, but actually those imperfections is part of their appeal. It's like it adds sweetness or, I don't know, cuteness into their appearance. Yeah. So I just want to clarify this peaceful resolution. What is it about? What does it have to do with how these tough times is going to end? Or maybe I will just clarify this 10 of Wands and 10 of Cups first, in case I miss other meaning or interpretation of these cards. So let's clarify the 10 of Wands. What is this? Yeah, this is like maybe a childhood dream of yours, and it's like you are so hell-bent on manifesting it that you lose the childhood, the joy, the childlike joy that starts you on this journey. Like previously you do it out of love, you enjoy doing it, it's like it's your childhood interest, it's your child dream, but over time, because you expect too much from it and you expect too much from the end result, like it becomes a burden. Clarify some more. What is this 6 of Cups and 10 of Wands? What's the relationship? Yeah, it's like you lose your passion. You should approach this with a childlike joy. Like a child, when they create, they don't care about perfection. They just do it because they enjoy it. And that's why their drawings are so touching sometimes. Six of Wands. Yeah, you care about the achievement. You are fixated on this dream that you don't want to accept help, or you don't even want to rest. Yeah, your dream is so big that it paralyzes you. Okay, what is this what is this 10 of Cups, please? What is this 10 of Cups? Clarify 10 of Cups, please, Spirit. The Sun. I think this is saying that when you actually have fun, you have arrived. Like this isn't about some goal, some end goal, or some finish line. This is about you living your dream every minute in your life. It's like a child who loves to draw or to color a coloring book every day. It's like they don't care what it will turn out to be like, but they know that it brings them immense joy. This is the Sun energy. And I think this is saying that the real happiness is actually in enjoying the process. What's at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, temperance, moderation. If you take time to, do something different, take your mind off this for a while. When you get back to it, you actually will feel more energized and more inspired to do this. A lot of children's energy here. So this is a child dream that you take seriously, and the universe applauds you for that. But they want to tell you that it's not the destination that is important. What is important is that you are living the dream every day by just doing it. By just doing it without caring too much about the result. Okay? Yeah, it's in the bag. It's in the bag. And I think, yeah, you are almost done. You are almost there. But take some rest. So take some rest. Rest assured that things will be okay. What is this peaceful resolution, Spirit? What is this peaceful resolution? Clarify this peaceful resolution. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you for some of you, you are doing this for other people. And it's like you cannot focus on, it's like your focus is divided. Yeah, so this can also mean, this is another meaning of it. You probably have been working hard for your children because you love your kids and you want them to achieve your dream. But it's like you burn yourself out, that you feel almost resentful. And it's okay. Like, you are a parent, but you are allowed to feel weak and vulnerable. You have been working, juggling too many things. This is saying that you should take one thing at a time, do things in increment, and combine it with rest and other activities, other hobbies, so that your life will feel more effortless instead of being like so rigid and resistant like this. Flow with life. Flow with life. Do one thing at a time. Make a structure. But yeah, it's hard to make a schedule for creativity, because sometimes when you got the idea, you have to execute it. But basically, if you feel inspired to do something one day, like very inspired, do it at that time, like right away. Set aside the other things first, and like don't stick too much to a rigid schedule, which is like the Virgo thing. Make it enjoyable, like make it like a child's journey. And if you are doing this for your child, I think these two cards are assuring you that your child only needs your love and attention. They don't need you to give them a perfect life, or they don't need you to work day and night so that they can have a bright future. And actually, if you work day and night, you lose time to be with your kids. And what your kids need most is it's not a dream life for them. It's just your time with them. Okay? Yeah, Three of Wands. So if you have been like doing multiple things at once because you want things to be perfect, like you want to do the things you love but you also need money, it's like pace yourself, okay? Pace yourself. The Chariot can only move if you balance the feminine and masculine aspect. It's like you balance action with passive or receiving mode. Don't be don't be too prideful to accept help or to admit that you need rest, that you need help, that you cannot do this thing every day. It's okay to stop. So this is about balancing your action, go masculine side and your more receptive, more calm feminine side. Yeah, you have been too fixated on the results. Yeah, you have big ambitions. So what else should I ask here? Going to draw. I don't do this with the other two piles, but I guess you need an advice. So Spirit, please give a relevant, specific, practical advice for pile number 3 that they need to hear most right now with regards to how things can be better. How can they improve their situation? Or how you will help them improve their situation, please? So how pile number 1 situation can be better? How pile number 1 situation can be better? I think this choose a new direction also means that you have to be flexible enough to change your original plan if you meet some resistance. So go with the flow. I choose to be like this water, which, like, if they encounter an obstacle, they will work around it instead of, like, you know, push through it. So if there are some obstacle in your way that is outside of your control, yeah, I think you are a little bit of a control freak. You are so goal oriented. You just want one goal and you don't want to consider the other alternatives. It's like, be a little bit more flexible, because by being flexible, maybe you will find actually a better way to achieve your goal, which is more effortless. Like, consider the path of this resistance. Okay, yeah, resistance. This card is literally resistant. Consider the path of less resistance. Be with the flow of life and don't just get too fixated on one specific goal. It's like you have to be a little bit flexible. Like, have a general picture of what you want, but be prepared to, like, a bit more flowing, going with the flow in your way to get there. Okay, so this is assuring you that your prayers have been heard. Things are going to turn out the way you expect or even better, but you should go with the flow and not forcing things or not trying to control or micromanage how it's going to turn out. Yeah, you have been a little bit too rigid on the how. You have been too rigid on the how. So advice for pile number 3, how they can improve their situation. Life energy, the happy fairy of sunshine, bring lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. I think this is saying, like, with the sunflowers, yeah, these are also sunflowers. Enjoy life. You manifest quicker if you enjoy the process and if you are more flexible and receptive in the way you go about it. So not forcing the universe to make things go according to plan, like every step. Anything else? Any advice for pile number 2, new beginnings? I think this is just assuring you that protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. Yeah, like a baby, you cannot just force feed them and expect them to grow overnight. Like, it's the same as growing plants. You cannot just, like, dump a bucket of water and expect them to grow. It's like you water them just a little bit, but you do it every day, consistently. Yeah. So again, this is about how you are. It's not about your goal that is wrong. It's about how you approach it, that you create this hardship for yourself. So advice on how pile number, okay, flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. Yeah, learn from experience. Find balance. I think this is saying that the reason you cannot be this carefree is because maybe you believe that things can only be achieved through hard work and hard work only. Like this is like the unclear areas of your life. Or maybe you have been like unclear about why you work hard or toil hard for others. Yeah, this is like the example when you are doing things for somebody else, happiness. But I think what is important is this finding balance. Find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. Yeah, take a power nap. Have fun, and I'm just trying to connect this to the reading. I think this is knowing yourself, knowing when you do your best work. Usually you do your best work when you are well rested, when you are not forcing yourself too much or strive for perfection. So this is about how you will flourish naturally. Learn from experience and shed inner light on any unclear areas of your life. By unclear areas, I think the way you approach things, your belief about manifestation, which is probably a little bit too extreme, and like learn to trust the universe to cooperate with you, to work together with you. You don't have to do things alone. At the back of the deck, we have hope. Hope is always there, and even if we cannot see it, optimistic expectation can help change a negative situation into a positive one. So yeah, this is like, look at the rainbow. This is like saying, the universe is saying, work with us. You don't have to do things alone. You have us. Work together with us. Don't micromanage or trying to control everything, especially if you are met with some resistance. It's like you have to work around that. You have to be more flexible in how you manifest. Okay. So, how you will help pile number 3, Spirit? How you will help pile number 3? Oops, it's upside down. Make it God's. Yeah. Release the idea of my. As soon as you start to say the money, the relationship, the job, freedom arrives. When there is no grasping, the right action gets shown. Free me from the prison of my dear Lord. Yeah. So I think you have been like trying to make things work when it's outside your control by hitting your heads on the big brick wall. But I think the universe, maybe they put you in this situation so that you will learn to trust when they told you to change the course. Yeah, because when there is no grasping, the right action gets shown. Because the world is unpredictable. It's like, this is not it's not like the universe is trying to make your life difficult or blocking your manifestation. It's just that the action of other people in the world may block or delay your manifestation, and that's when you actually need to rest so that the universe can show you another path to work around this blockage, okay? Okay, just one last card from the Divine Doors Oracle. Right, last message of hope for pile number 3. Message of hope on when things will end. A distant kiss in a prayer flag. I wish of all wishes that you were here. Through sunlight and rain, I meet you near. So again, this is like trusting the universe, and I think this distant kiss is the universe wanting, your spirit guide wanting to kiss you on the head and say, don't be so stubborn, don't work so hard, don't try to control everything that is outside your control. Let us handle things when things get awry. So just one more thing. When will it end? When will it end? Secret sketches. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories in sketches for others to find. So if you have friends or people that you trust, whom you probably haven't contacted for quite a while, maybe it's time for you to reconnect with them, and it's like you will draw energy from them, from the fellowship, and also maybe they can support you. The last card is sunset. Time here turns to release and unfurl. All cords of pain fade as the sunlight burns. So this is going to end soon if you surrender to the universe and let them take care of things you can't. Okay, so I think that's all for you, pile number 3. I hope this helps. If it does, click like, subscribe to my channel, check out the description box below for how to book personal reading. I have mini readings at affordable price, so check that out. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.